Hello, 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 everybody. How goes? So, I'm sure most of you, if not everyone, because it's been all over creation today, I'm pretty sure that everyone has heard about the engineering exploits and the exploiters who were, shall I say, punished, for lack of a better way to put it. I'm curious to hear your guys' thoughts on that. Very curious, actually. Hey, Akatao, how's it going, bud? Yeah, hopefully, True Rex. Hopefully. I have done everything I can on my end of things to make sure that it's nothing wrong with my stuff. So I'm going to be watching things very, very carefully because I am curious. So as far as I can tell, things on my end look good. So it's either YouTube being retarded, which it happens, or it would be my service provider being stupid, which also happens. A lot more than I would like. That's for dang sure. Anyway, guys. What are your guys' thoughts on the punishments that Frontier started dishing out today for the engineer exploits? Because, yeah, I really want to know what you guys all think about it. So there's... Most of the people that I know are fine with it. But there are a few that are, shall I say, less than happy. Yeah, I am too, that they're, cracking down on it. I do, however, think that it's very interesting that this is the one that they choose to actually punish people about. I mean, it's definitely fair. I mean, Top Blazer, you are right. It is fair. But there are other ones out there, like combat logging, for instance, that has gone unpunished since day one. And that one is somewhat more complicated, and it's nowhere near as cut and dry, just because of the nature of the thing. But, yeah. I'm curious to know what they're thinking, like what their thought process on this is. I mean, this one, like the engineer exploit, is really cut and dry. Like, it's like no questions. Engineer exploits equal punishments. Fair enough. But
takeoff procedure complete.
It seems a little odd. It just seems a little on the odd side right now. And holy crap, that guy is loud. I mean, and the only reason I say that is because, like, combat logging has been a problem from the beginning. And it hasn't gotten, punished in any meaningful way. People have exploited in other ways, like money exploits and other things like that. And none of that really gets punished. But it makes me wonder if they're looking at intent. Like, is that one of the things that they're really looking at? Like, malicious intent versus relatively benign intent? Is that a thing? Can they even gather that kind of intent? Just by, monitoring game logs and things. That's what I would like to know. Yeah. A certain measure of consistency would be nice. At the moment, it just doesn't seem like it's there. Yeah, that's true, Trip. That is true. I mean, it is very cut and dry as far as the intent. And I think that's one of the reasons why Frontier was able to act on it, so quickly and decisively too. Well, you say it's been punished. The answer to that is it really hasn't. There has been a very small number of temporary shadow bans handed out to people. I mean, beyond that, there really hasn't been much done about combat logging, especially against people who are known to be serial combat loggers.
4, 3,
And that's one of the things that's one of the things that I would really like to see addressed. I'm going to throw this out there. Engineering is a BS mechanic the way it's implemented right now. And if they want to be able to punish people, then they need to be a little bit more proactive about certain ones. And granted, this is just my opinion on the matter. I think they really need to be a bit more proactive about certain ones, like combat logging. I'm going to beat that one to death, I think, just because it is one that's been around for a very long time. And they need to actually listen to the players. I think the engineering exploit only got as big as it was because the engineering is so broken as far as a game mechanic goes. Like, it works, but RNGesus is not. You should not be basing a game entirely off RNGesus the way this is. I can't tell you how many times I have seen posts on the forums asking them and wishing for changes, and even some really solid suggestions, and we have seen nothing come of it. I mean, engineering in its current form is one of the most universally hated features about this game. And I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Stupid thing's back. I wish I could figure out what is going on.
Please reduce your speed, Commander.
Alright, let me get docked in here real quick and start getting some things transferred. And I don't know. Hey, Useless, how's it going, bud? How are you?
landing gear deployed.
Did they nerf Solo's effect on open? No, they have not. I don't think that's something they can do. Well, I suppose they could,
Landing complete.
but
Restraints engaged. Welcome, Commander.
like, yeah, engineering is basically a slot machine. That's exactly right. And that's one of the reasons why I think the exploit, even was as popular as it was. Especially once it went public. The current mechanic in this implementation is just really, really bad. I mean, granted, that's my personal opinion. There are some people out there that like, the random nature of it. I mean, which is fine, but for those of us who don't have hours upon hours upon hours of time to just dump into nonsense, it really doesn't add anything to the game. It ends up hurting the game, actually, more than anything. A more solid recipe system is what I personally would suggest. Kind of like how, let's see, a good one that comes to mind would be Dragon Age Inquisition. The crafting system in that is based entirely on the quality of materials that you are using in the blueprint. Why can't we bring something like that to engineering? Way less RNG. Like, RNG as far as the material gathering, that's fine. But then when it becomes layer upon layer upon layer of RNG all at once, you know, that's where it starts to get ridiculous. Yeah, that's exactly right, Akatal. Actually, that's one of the things that I really I wish Frontier would jump on. He says that he feels that exploiting the game both for money and engineering comes out of frustration, and that maybe the game should work in a different way. Precisely. If people are doing the kind of thing out of pure frustration, that should tell you something about the game mechanic itself. That something is obviously not right. Hey, Flynn Rocks, how's it going, bud? And Joe Kazmierski, yes, absolutely. We all came here to shoot things, not go to the casino. And Agadao, that's right. Elite does kind of occupy a niche all on its own. And I think adding the completely random elements to the way Elite works, as far as, you know, all the RNG and all of that kind of stuff, I don't think it's doing the game any favors. It's not like Elite has, like, don't get me wrong, Elite has a rather healthy player base, but it's not a huge player base. I don't think they can afford to keep going on this sort of path without actually damaging their player base. No sliders or RNG at all. All values are set, but higher value modules just cost more and more varied materials. Well, see, what I like would be having, like grades 1 through 5. We can work with that. Only make them, or not even bother having, you know, grades 1 through 5, and just have dirty drive tuning. And then the quality of said dirty drive tuning depends entirely on the materials that you feed it. So, say if I wanted to get, you know, the massive 142%, you know, drive roll, I would have to feed it, you know, X number of SIF, X number of pharmaceutical isolators, and X number of cadmium. Yeah, and if I get that amount of each one, you know, of all three of those materials in there, I could get 142% drives. You know, it directly rewards time investment, not luck. Because there are some people out there, myself not really included in this number, but there are some people out there that can get ridiculous rolls on their first or second try, and then they never have to do it again. Me, on the other hand, the best I've been able to do is my current drive here on the FDL, which is this. Plus 34.6 with a minus 10.8 to mass. That's the best I've been able to do, and that's after about 230 or so rolls, give or take. Like, I've spent way more time trying to get a better drive roll than that, and at this point, the amount of time I've invested in it is no longer worth it. So I think that level of frustration is what is driving people, you know, to even bother trying some of these exploits in the first place. At least from my point of view, and that points to a faulty game mechanic, at least in my opinion. Do you guys agree with me on that one? Or am I completely off base? Yeah, that's exactly right, Joe. You can increase or decrease the quality of something. Like, you can just, you know, tell it You know, okay, I want this quality of drive roll. You know, this is what I need. You know, then it'll tell you, okay, this is exactly what you need to bring me to get that. It's like, okay, fair enough. Is I know like money exploits in particular are ones that people really like to abuse because they are so frustrated that mission rewards and other things don't give them enough of a reward to make them feel like the game is playable. There are some people, you know, that play for 60 or 70 hours, which is way more than you'll get out of you know, a $60 AAA first-person shooter. You know, like you can play through the entire campaign in that and spend a really good amount of time in multiplayer and essentially, you know, be done with it, more like, you know, quote unquote done. Not really like done, but you know what I mean. You know, in less than 60 hours. Here, you hit the 60-hour mark and people don't feel like they've gotten anywhere. You know, it took me almost a month to move from a Sidewinder to a Viper 3. And then I spent, I think, 3 or 4 weeks in a Viper 3. And I was playing virtually every day. This is back when I first started. And I played for 3 or 4 weeks, I think, in a Viper 3. And I was getting frustrated that I didn't feel like I was getting anywhere. Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Quince was so popular. And still is, to a certain degree. Oh, definitely, Trip. You can get a decent amount of money pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. I mean, the game doesn't hold your hand, but I think some helpful tips and pointers to new players first starting the game might be a good thing. Like the tutorials are there, and it's fantastic that they are. But I don't think that it does a good enough job telling people, you know, what they like good options. Like, yeah, a brand new person is just going to start like taking missions off the board because they probably think that's all there is, unless they've been watching YouTube videos. If they've been watching YouTube videos, you know, from people that don't work at FDev, then maybe they'll know, okay, if I go here and do this, I'll make more money. But I'm not sure that that burden should be placed on YouTubers, Twitch streamers, and other such people. It's, I mean, that seems, I don't, maybe from my perspective, it seems a little bit lazy on FDev's part. I'm not even sure lazy is really the right word. Yeah, that's exactly right. Some people don't have the time to invest, you know, long play sessions to be able to get anywhere. Yeah, Flincy, when I first started playing, the passenger missions weren't even a thing. Let me check this just to make sure it's right. Yeah, it's right. Okay. Good. Yeah, passenger missions weren't even a thing. Yeah, OBS derped there for a minute. Okay, I'm actually, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, I'm gonna knock this down. Alright, I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to check Afterburner real quick. Because I want to know... Here, I'll bring this up so you guys can see it too, because I'm curious. Oh, not that. That's not what I wanted. That one. Okay, so let's check things here. Power usage is good. It's not even using all of it. Let's see. GPU temperatures a little bit warmer than usual, but not outside the norm. Voltage limit's fine. CPU temp looks good. CPU usage looks good. It's not spiking unnecessarily. Yeah, everything on my end looks good. I don't understand why it keeps dropping. I mean, heck, I'm only using 60% of the fan speed. Yeah, it looks good to me. Oh, not sure what's going on there. Not saying you should complain about not having instant satisfaction, just that money is hard to come by if you play for half hour, an hour a day. Yeah, it's true. That's absolutely right. Hey, Coldza, what's going on, bud? But yeah, that's absolutely true, Joe. I feel like the largest contingent of Elite's player base aren't... I don't feel like they play for hours upon hours at a time. Oh, that's true, Coldza. Hey, Tomo, how's it going, bud? Well, that's true, Coldza. The thing is I wish that Frontier would listen a little bit more to the feedback they've gotten on the engineers. Because the fact that people even wanted to use this exploit in the first place points to a mechanic that wasn't working properly. Or one that needs to be revisited and reworked. Ekatao says, exploring aside, what makes Elite fun is community-driven content. I feel they need to open the game more to the players. Yeah? Yeah, Sean, as I said, like, at the very beginning of this stream, I'm not actually upset at the punishment that was doled out. The punishment itself is fair. And I'm not upset at that at all. What I am a little peeved about is the fact that they haven't listened to the feedback that they got about the engineers. Or if they have, they haven't done a whole lot to try and fix that. I guess there's been a lot of concerns and a lot of positive feedback and a lot of critical feedback about, you know, like the way the whole engineers mechanic has been implemented. And there's been some really excellent suggestions come up also. So I'm not sure why they haven't, you know, taken advantage of that. Because I think they know that engineering is by far the most hated game mechanic in the entire game right now. And why they haven't, you know, pushed some kind of rework, I don't understand why. I hope so too, Coldza. The core mechanic improvements, quote unquote. I would love for that to be part of it. Looking for Sif now. Gonna play something else. Should have got in on the crack train. Yeah, I did a little bit of that just to see if it worked, and it did work. Let's find it grade 3 stuff for PvE. Actually, you'd be surprised. You can still PvP with grade 3 mods. Just don't expect to be in... What's the word I'm looking for? Don't expect to have quite the punch, nor quite the same ability to run away should you need it. You can do it, but it does require a certain level more skill than normal to make that work. Yeah, engineer grind plus RNG is yeah, Tomo. It's bad. Let's not mince words. That grind is terrible. Drink water. That's the military in me coming out. Okay. So, let's see. Only want a way to make money. 20 million credit passenger missions with 10,000 light year jumps. Well, that is a little crazy, but I can't say a whole lot because I jumped... Oh gosh, how far away was that place? I took 2 passenger missions that went to the exact same place, and it was right about 19,000 light years away. The difference was when I turned in both missions, I got, it was like 120 million, I think it was. Somewhere right around, I know it was 100 plus, I don't remember what the exact number was though. Where are they retreating from? Park Teams. Okay, interesting. Well, that could be true, Koldza, but it really depends on the material requirements. Like, I wouldn't have any problem hunting for 30 cracked industrial firmware just to do 1 drive upgrade, as long as I knew exactly what I was getting when the upgrade was done. I wouldn't have any problem with that. And even with as rare as Sif is right now, I would still do it. Didn't get anything good from doing the exploit. Would still take a bunch of time to get god rolls. It actually, well, it does. The absolute, amazing god rolls, they're a 1 in 1,000 chance. Yeah, gathering engineer materials is definitely not fast. I mean, let's be honest here. It's really not. Also, for those of you who are watching the stream and have not yet hit that like button, I'm going to go ahead and ask you to do so, because it will help me out quite a bit. It helps put the stream more it makes it more visible on YouTube. The more people we get in here, the better. Now, I'm gonna go shoot some things while we talk about this. Oh, that's true, Manic. That's true. I'm not, as I said earlier, I'm not at all upset with the punishment. I actually think the punishment is justified and legit. The part that I don't like is the inconsistency in the fact that the only reason that the exploit was even so tempting for people to use is because Frontier has effectively ignored most of the feedback that we have given them about engineers over the course of, since engineers ever became a thing, about almost a year to the day, actually. It was right about a year ago. A year and 2 weeks, give or take. The game had a story you would understand grinding for things, but the whole base of the game is to get chips and upgrade them with credits. Near impossible for someone who works. Well, there is a story, but it gets drip-fed. Which means that it comes out over a very long period of time. It's not something that you can just, hop into the game and get story content and run through the story and, hurrah, story content, woo! That's not how that works. It's, it's news articles on Galnet. It's, things happening in game. Frontier's stupid live stream they did, for the 2.4 reveal a week and a half ago. I was not a huge fan of how they did that. Yeah, that's exactly the thing, Casey. The whole story involves, things far bigger than your person. And making you feel like you're a part of it is very difficult. I'll give them that. But I wish it would pick up the pace a little bit. Like, I realize with 2.4 coming, it looks like 2.4 is really going to pick up the pace as far as story goes, which is amazing. You know, if that turns out to be true, I'm going to be very, very happy. So, if the missions were more dynamic, it would help. Probably, actually. Probably, because that's one of the complaints that I have, is that the missions all feel the same. You know, sometimes they'll have a different title depending on, you know, like what faction state, you know, someone is in. But that's about it. Otherwise, you know, they're pretty much the same. You know, smuggle slaves for the fun of it when it's in boom state, or, you know, smuggle slaves to help us with our crappy economy when they're in bust. You know, ooh, yay, different title, same mission. Story is delivered via YouTube. Exactly. And people are gotta be frustrated with that. And passenger transport is the same as cargo hauling. That's actually true. The way the missions are done is more or less the same. The only real difference is that when you're out flying in Super Cruise and between systems, things that happen can affect, you know, how happy, you know, your passengers are, etc., etc. You know, there are some fail conditions for transport missions too, you know, like not getting scanned, you know, that kind of thing. But for the most part, it's the same thing. It doesn't really feel that much different. The passenger missions will take you to some pretty awesome places, though, around the bubble. If you do the sightseeing ones, like the 2- and 3-stop sightseeing missions, you can really get to see some pretty awesome places if you do those. More voice acting would be nice, yeah. It does look like they are adding more of that, though, which really pleases me. With the generation ships, you know, now that those things have started showing up, all of those are voice acted, which is pretty awesome. Let's see. There you go. Get that. You know what? Let's put a little bit of Leo on today. I'm feeling a little bit of music. How about you guys? Let's see where to start. Here we go. We'll start here. Obsidian Ant has them covered. Yeah, pretty much. That's what it feels like.
Scan detected.
Comms chatter would be kind of neat, actually. I approve of that idea.
Scan detected.
Well, 2 gunships and a Faz in a wing. I'm not sure if I should try this or not. Competent, expert. You know what? This guy's already occupied, so we'll get him. Yeah, let's get this guy. They all look like they're occupied, so it'll be a good time to move in and get them.
Under attack.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I put my... Or did I? Oh, I did. I just didn't assign it to a fire group. Haha!
Warning.
Okay.
Warning. Taking heat damage.
There's no heat damage here.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Heat sink deployed.
There we go. And come on, frags, reload. Koldza, I'm in my private group.
Under attack. Heat sink destroyed.
Yeah, that might be because I was busy. Nice. Heal beams are nice.
Under attack.
Cooperative missions would be nice, Trip. That's true. The missions... I think the missions themselves could possibly be more varied if we had more different ways to interact with things in-game as it stands. 'Cause right now, we don't really have much. There's... You know, we can shoot things and we can scan things. And that's really about it. And I feel that that's probably going to be the way things stay until we can get out of the ships and walk around and, you know, just, you know, other things like that.
Warning. Temperature critical. Under attack. Target cargo dropped. Warning. Temperature critical.
John Delancey pilot your ship launched fighter. That would actually be kind of cool. They add more ways to get money in engineers. Players would probably not use exploits as much. That's true. I feel like I said this earlier too, is that I feel like a lot of the exploiting goes on because people are frustrated with the way things currently are. And I can't say I blame them. Actually, I just realized that my wing beacon's not on. There. So whenever you get in system, you'll be able to see me now, Koldza.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh, no critical temperature here. We're good.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
There we go.
Temperature critical. Under attack. Warning. Temperature critical. Flight assist on. Flight assist on. Warning. Temperature critical. Warning. Taking heat damage. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Warning. Taking heat damage.
Yeah, I'm running a little on the hot side here. Woo! Alright. It's pretty cool to undermine certain missions. Every mission had a way to do the opposite. You know, there was...
Under attack.
It used to be, I haven't seen this for a long time, but it used to be that some missions you could actually have an NPC show up and offer you a credit reward to not do the mission. I don't know if that's still a thing. It'd be kind of interesting if it was, but I haven't seen it for a long time. You end up abandoning the mission. The faction that issued it takes, you know, a hit to their influence. You still get paid, and yeah, it was interesting. I don't.
Warning. Temperature critical. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Come on. Ugh.
Target cargo dropped.
There he goes. And then there's this wee viper over here. Time the opposing faction would offer to pay you more not to complete a mission. If it happens, they always give you less. Yeah, see, I would like to see a return of that mechanic, because that was actually really fun. You still like selling your passengers to slavers? Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. Alright, so I don't know. What are your guys' thoughts, though? A revamp of the engineers' systems. Like, I don't know, like a general revamp of a lot of the things that drives people to exploits. Is that something you guys would like to see? I mean, what is your guys' preferred methodology for that?
Target cargo dropped. Flight assist off. Under attack. Flight assist on. Target cargo dropped.
Yeehaw! Don't like all the FTP mechanics in a paid game. Free to play? Tomo? I don't see any free to play mechanics. I mean, not as I know them anyway. Unless I'm completely missing something, which is possible.
Target shields offline. Under attack.
Only way to regain trust that all the exploited modules are gone and everyone is on a level playing field again is to revamp the system. Yeah, I can see that, definitely. Big dank gank mobile. Oh, the free-to-pay feel. Free-to-play feel. Okay. I get ya. I understand that. Oh, smacking the microphone again. Yeah, I still think the RNG needs to be taken out of the engineer roles altogether. I mean, RNG for something that should be a set value seems very silly. At least to me. And that's me looking at the chat and not paying attention.
Target destroyed.
Yeah, I never really liked the roll mechanic either, Keith. It does feel cheap. And way too much like a... It feels way too much like a casino. Like, I'm not going to Harrah's. Like, why would I go to Harrah's when I'm trying to play a game? This is not gambling. Yeah, that's right, Soric. I am. No RNG? Whoa! Yeah, go for it, Coldza. I'll put 4 pips in them, so you get the idea.
Accelerated shield generation.
You might want to turn your beam off. Yeah, take your beam out. Or that works too. Hey, Thunderpants, how's it going, bud? And Ban, how's it going, guys? The engineering exploit, Thunderpants. It was possible to defeat the user interface to make it use a grade 1 material for... Yes, Colds, my crimes are off.
Detected.
But you could essentially roll grade 1 materials for grade 5 mods.
Under attack.
Hey, Minnie, how's it going, bud? Yeah, Thunderpants, that was, what basically happened is today, the, Frontier took away all of the exploited modules. You have something you want to show me, Minnie? Well, go for it. But, all the exploited modules, and then other modules of the same type that people had that were modified, all got taken away. The modules themselves are still there, but all of the modifications were gone. So say I did a whole bunch of exploited rolls on my thrusters. Every thruster module that I had that had engineering done to it would have been taken away. All the modifications would have been gone, and all of them would have been stock. And yes, Nathan is right. If you haven't done so already, please do like the stream. It does help me out quite a bit. YouTube will push the stream and make it visible to more people.
Target destroyed.
Also, do remember that I do have an active donation goal going as well. So, the entire idea is people donate a grand total of $75 over the course of the week, of an entire week. Not a day, a week. And then there's a bonus live stream on the weekend with which we do something absolutely crazy, like try and fly in asteroid fields in combat while completely hammered and see if I can do it. Like I did last week. This week I was thinking about doing something similar, just maybe find a different ring, one that's more dense. Because it's an awful lot of fun. Then you guys also get to choose the booze. We hit the donation goal, and I put up a straw poll on the Discord server. And you guys get to choose what I drink. And we may even try different games, too, depending on what you guys want. It doesn't have to be Elite. It can be something else, as long as I already have the game. Hey, Pants Man, how's it going, bud? Thunderpants, I don't know exactly how, but they did say that it's possible for them to tell on their end which ones are legit and which ones aren't. And so far, they've been able to tell the difference. Well, Jay, it's more complicated than that, actually. The $75 goal, it's there. One, it helps me eat. I've been unemployed technically since September. And I have some problems that keep me from being able to work all that well. I can't really walk. Well, I can, but I can only do it for short periods of time. My knees are very bad. Very bad. So, the entire idea basically is, you know, it's the $75 is my food money, basically. It's how I eat, and I reinvest some of it into the stream because it's you guys
Scan detected.
that are making things possible for me. Oh, you should have seen me last Saturday, Trip. It was pretty bad. Hey, appreciate you stopping in, Tomo.
Detected.
And there goes OBS having a fit. Come on. There we go. And there goes YouTube or my service provider having an absolute fit again. Alright, Minnie wants me to join in
Target shields
on Discord, so
offline.
I'm going to turn that off and turn the game sounds down a little bit more. Because those voices are awful loud. And just a wee bit on that too. Okay. So, well, streaming is kind of an honest living in its way, but this is basically how I occupy my time these days. I can only walk for about 20 minutes at a time, and if I'm up, on my feet and moving around a whole lot, that it does make things, as far as like life goes, very difficult for me. So this is kind of how I'm getting along from month to month now. All right, let's see. Da-da-da. All right, Minnie, I am hitting the Zencast voice channel if you want to join in. Yeah, there's a lot of the PvPers actually seem to have, I don't know, they're not very happy, but it's kind of their own fault. Hey, what's going on?
I do everything legit. I just did 170 grade 5 proficient plasma accelerator rolls, and you know what that means, Oxy?
That means absolute insanity. That's what that means.
Yes, I'm waiting on my modules to be shipped back home. But once they
Oh,
get here,
man.
I'm gonna come visit you.
Okay. Well, I'm only about halfway through my regular stream time, so...
Awesome. So I have
Oh, freaking internet.
a new toy to play with.
I swear it's YouTube that's... Yeah, it almost has to be YouTube, because the rest of my internet connection stays up. But then YouTube quits taking an input. This is getting annoying.
Yeah. Well,
Is-
I have 18 minutes until my modules get here, and then I'll
Nice.
come back to you. So I'm gonna go and get some food and eat that, and then I will return with the new version of the Fragdolence.
Oh, there's a new version of the Fragdolence. This ought to be good.
The Plasmance.
Plasdolence. That ought to be good.
5 plasma.
5 plasma. Oh, that's going to be interesting.
I haven't tested it yet. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. All
All
right.
right, I'm muting my mic. I'll be back in a bit.
Alrighty.
Come on, damn it, mute.
Hey, scale bags. Appreciate the donation, bud. Okay, so there we go. Now it's starting to come back. Let me double check things on my end here real quick. Yeah, something is off. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what it is. Let's see. I'll show this to you guys too so you can see at the same time I am. GPU temperature is actually lower than it was earlier. Usage is nice and low. Clock speeds are looking good. Temperatures are fine. Usage is right about what I expect. Yeah. Well, everything on my end looks fine. Everything on my end looks good. I do not know. Is Discord having issues too? Let me... Because the weird thing about it is every time the stream decides to go down, my internet connection is still active. So I'm not really sure what's going on. It appears as though the internet is broken today. Can't log into Discord at all? Well, that's funny, seeing as how I'm on Discord right now. Also, Scalebags, thank you for that donation. I don't know if it came through on the stream or not. I don't know if if you guys saw that. So give me just a moment here. And... oh, yeah. There you go. I got a special animation just for the donations now. Because anyone who donates definitely deserves a good one. Alright, guys. So, from what I can tell, everything looks pretty good on my end of things. Working for Jammy, but there's an outage on their website. Huh. I wonder if maybe it's a universal thing, like people are just having trouble all over. Because YouTube has been doing this to me the last few days, where it just doesn't want to behave itself, which is kind of annoying, actually. Okay. Well. Yeah, that's true, Trip. The only thing that they really have claimed was an exploit, as far as, like, the missions and other things like that, would be the Quince thing. People have suggested that perhaps the Robigo ship tours was considered an exploit, but I don't remember what their official stance on that actually is. But, since things seem to be behaving again, let's start shooting things some more. Oh yeah, the skimmer thing was definitely exploited. There is no question about that. None at all. Oh, you're trying to scan, aren't you? You are. Oh, you're not getting away from me, Vulture.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Warning. Temperature critical. Target cargo dropped.
And let's see, who else is around here that's wanted? Maybe one of these guys? Oh, this guy. Faz. Oh, yeah. You going down, son? Alright, KZ. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we'll see you around next time.
Under attack. Target cargo dropped.
Alright. Hey, Plater, how's it going? Quince is a fine line between legit and exploit, was legitimate in-game missions freely available and not needing any underhanded actions to access them. For the most part, that's true. You didn't have to do anything outside of the ordinary to do it. But I think the exploit was you were taking passengers, you know, only a handful of light seconds in the same system. And it wasn't supposed to be that way. And then the mission stacking with the planetary scans,
Target destroyed.
supposedly that wasn't working quite the way they had intended. So supposedly, you know, so it's limited now. But it still doesn't work properly. Hey, Old Peculiar! What's going on, man? Welcome back. How are you doing today? 600. Am I at 600 subs now, Plater? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, because you didn't have to go to both tourist beacons, just the one. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. 32 watching and 18 likes. Oh, and I just hit my heatsink by accident. Okay, whatever. Yeah, so if you haven't liked the stream yet and you are watching, I will ask you to just go ahead and click that like button. It does help me out quite a bit.
Under attack.
Yeah, you could do Quince legit. Hey, Yamix, what's going on, man? What's going on? Oh, we're talking crazy stuff today. Ooh, Anaconda, let's go get him. Ah, yeah, son. Oh yeah, you can definitely do Quince legit and still make money.
Scanned.
You can do anything in game the legit way and make money. It's all about how you go about doing things.
Detected.
Now, the engineer exploit was, one, not intended. Not intended. The problem that I have is that they haven't listened to the feedback that we've given them on engineers. So it is the most hated game mechanic of all time in Elite so far.
Target cargo.
At least in its current form. There we go. Explosions make me happy. Yeah, it's gonna be dead before I can hit it with the frags. That's okay. It saves me ammo. Blarg, says Minnie.
Scan detected.
And Quinn, Sothis, so on. Yeah, I don't really consider them much of an exploit either, because they're really... like some people do. Me personally, not so much.
Scan detected.
The engineer thing was exploit through and through. I mean, does it really matter a whole lot? No. Mostly because they just... Nah, they're just being such bullheads about the whole engineering thing, and I really wish they'd stop being so stupid about it. You know, let's make engineers something that's not such a grind fest. an engine, like our engineers, like our Jesus has received more sacrifices than he really should have. Like, there is no excuse.
Flight assist off. Target destroyed. Flight assist on. Target shields offline. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Target destroyed.
Minnie, what are you doing?
Trying to get my mic to unmute.
Oh,
Hey,
it's unmuted now.
Yeah, I know. I sent you a message in Discord.
Did you?
That's what over engineering looks like. Look at the grade 5 rolls.
Jesus, Minnie. I do not have the patience for that. Is it 3,803? That is insane. Let's look at mine real quick. I know it's nowhere near that much. Where is it? Let's see. Permit statistics. Oh, where is it? I've done more than that. Well, it only says 124, but I don't understand why. I've done a lot. Actually, I think it's all freaking all grade 5 dirty drives, with the exception of maybe 20 altogether for grade 5 weapons. Oh, and there goes the internet again. Stupid thing. Quince is basically unbalanced missions. Yeah, that's exactly right, Yemix. That is exactly right. Long-range missions and the rest. Oh, there we go. Dropping frames again. Stupid. Yeah, I do not understand what's wrong with this stinking internet. As it looks fine on my end. Well, I would rather remove Turbo and Old Peculiar. I would rather remove the RNG element of the thing altogether, personally. Did I have any of my engineered stuff removed? Nope. Not that I have seen. It looks my stuff looks completely unaffected. Coldza, a certain part of me would agree to that, a certain part of me would not. I just want my internet to stay working. Right now, it's definitely not.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
You know, really, Yemix, it's just my service provider is really bad. I was talking with Brett from Frontier a couple of weeks ago, and when I told him who my internet service provider is, his automatic response was, "I pity you." And if he knows who they are, that's a bad sign. Because they are not overseas, but he knows who they are and he knows they suck. There you go, stupid Faz. Engineer exploiters got off too lightly, should have been busted back to society. Well, to be fair, the engineer mechanic is pretty bad. I can't blame anyone for trying to work around it. Now, does that mean that they should be off scot-free? Absolutely not. I think the punishment is fitting enough. Mainly because a lot of them did do a whole lot of legitimate roles. And those legitimate roles all got lost. So it ends up working out in a way. Oh yeah, my upgrades are all legit too, but I've done more grade 5, dirty thrust, dirty drive rolls than I have anything else. Done a whole mess of them. Oh, they did conceal knowledge of the bug, but the thing is Frontier is just as guilty. The reason for that being, they know everything that's going on. The servers and the way they have the game built allows them to see everything that's going on. They know when people find bugs and exploits. And I guarantee you, because of the nature of that bug, that they've known about it for a very long time. But they never did anything about it until its knowledge became public. And that's one of the parts that I don't like about it.
Paroxysm, I don't have your private group.
You don't?
I do.
Well, we can fix this. Let's see. My group. Let's see, how do I send requests for that again? Or you can just request it yourself, either way. As I don't remember how to do it. Right offhand. Alright, man. Take it easy, man. We'll see you later.
Alright, you should be able to accept my request now, sir.
Alright. See if I can tag this guy real quick before he dies. Oh, come back here.
No, he's caffeinating.
There we go. Got him.
It's just an adder.
Yeah, it's still money.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, not options.
Escape.
Oh, there we go.
Friends and private
Pantsman
groups.
mini kill. There you go, fellas.
Private group. I don't see it.
I just accepted it. If it doesn't show up, you'll have to log back to desktop, I think. It's picky that way.
I don't wanna.
Under attack. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Target shields on.
Non-hot wants to fly.
Yeah, he does. As soon as I finish killing this eagle, I'll get him.
Explodinate the eagle.
Come on, you little prick. There he goes.
Back to the Arnold voice from the drunken live stream.
Arnold is a staple for me.
No, I didn't
Like-
know that.
Yeah, the Arnold voice is my thing. All right, Nathan, keep your shorts on. There we go. Minnie, are you
I'm loading in now, sir.
okay?
V886 Centauri?
I'm in Andreamy right now.
Ooh. I don't know if my FDL can make it out there.
No fuel scoop.
I usually, well, what I usually do is I take one of my class 4 cell banks off.
I'll
And put
tell
a-
you if I can make half. Jesus, where are you?
Andrimi, ANDHRIMI.
You're in your private group.
Yes.
I'm not seeing you on the galaxy map.
Colds has said it took a second for it to show up when he was looking for me earlier. Quince was a Thargoid diversion to keep our eyes off the ball. I don't know. I think we might need that money for all those rebuys we're gonna end up having. Ooh, Clipper. Oh, his shields
Target shields
are half dead already.
I
Excellent.
know. Shit.
It's you can just type it in. It's ANDHRIMI. It's about 85-ish light years away.
85 and an FDL? Are you shitting me?
It doesn't take that long.
Ugh.
I fly that all the time in mine.
You poor sod.
It's not so bad, really.
You know what? I'm not gonna bring the plasma lens. I'll bring something else. I have other ships I can use. Be a complete restructuring of my hard points, though.
flight assist off.
Oh, come on, stupid Clipper. Die already. There we go.
Alright, well, I guess this is as good a chance as any to test this loadout out. This is one of my theory builds, anyway.
Eh, as good a time as any.
Yeah.
Hey,
No
Yamix
guarantees.
is...
No guarantees. I will hit anything.
Those are the best builds when you don't know if it's ever going to work.
I know, right?
Yamix is prepping for Thargoid thing to be another letdown. You know, the cynic in me agrees with you.
Yeah.
We'll see. I am cautiously optimistic is how I'm going to word it. As if they do it right, it's going to be amazing. If they screw it up, it's really going to suck. Oh, you guys on stream will get a kick out of that.
I currently have Elite open, so.
Well,
yeah,
okay,
YouTube is
so
not cooperating.
Detected.
what happened was I hit this adder with my frags, but I rammed it at the same time. So as it was exploding, it was just tumbling through space and just being crazy. It was funny.
Those are always the fun ones.
Oh yes, that was glorious. All right, Shreds. Let me check the private group real quick. Sometimes it takes a couple minutes for these. Yep, there it is. Accepted. Betting on Thargoid-based CGs. Lazy dev style. Yeah, I hope that's not what it is. As Thargoid-themed CGs just doesn't sound fun. Like CGs, it's not that's not fun. That's not fun at all.
I can guarantee you, there's going to be a, hey, bring supplies to blank station community goal.
Oh, at some point, I'm sure, but I'm hoping it's a little bit more involved. Like, let's make it interesting.
No. Frontier trying to do something involved on a day of the week that everyone isn't busy. Are you shitting me?
All right, fair point. Fair point.
There's a pattern to their bullshit, sir.
Oh, I know.
Should I go with the buy weaves or no?
What ship is it?
You'll see it when you see it. God damn, this is a non-optimal. Well, fuck it, whatever. I'm coming out. I have a fuel scoop. I have limpets. I thought I needed.
I just pushed a gunship into an asteroid.
That's what force shells are for. Don't do it with your ship.
I did it with the ship.
Don't do that. You use force shells.
Well, I don't have any cannons on this thing right now. It's all frags and my concordant pulse laser. Why are you still alive? Die, thing. There it goes.
Watch out, non-huts and a sidewinder.
It, why are you in a sidey, Nathan? All dirty diapers to research EMP-resistant armor. What? What kind of nonsense is that?
Sounds about right.
An open rare CG.
Under attack. Target.
So, Oxy.
What's
or
up?
Billy Mays. Hi, Billy Mays here.
Billy Mays here with Wi-Fi.
It sucks. You only paid $19.95 plus shipping and handling for it. We literally send you hard drives 5 weeks after you order them. The data you want.
Act now in the next 10 minutes and we send you a free router.
But no wires.
Yeah.
Why is my jump range so shit? Oh, because I'm still off the previous route that my... There we go. See, now I can go like 20-something light years.
There you
I was
go,
like,
that's
why
better.
is it jumping me 7 light years at a time? It was like, oh, because you plotted the route in your Ferdlance? That might be why.
Alright, Yamix, take it easy, man. We'll see you later. Thanks for dropping in, by the way.
Oh, man, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. I'm bringing something new. Like, literally, fresh off the engineer base.
Flight assist off.
I'm developing a habit of ramming things with the FDL. I don't know if this is a good idea.
You're running prismatics or biweaves?
Bye, Weave.
Yeah, fuck it. You're good. Just sit still for a bit and your shields will come back.
Well, and Koldza here has got heal beams too, so we're good.
Rene's getting toaster.
Target destroyed.
But I don't want to waste my heat sinks. Hey, my docking computer is still online. That's all I care about.
Well, the good news is that here in this system, the main station is only like 17 light seconds from your drop-in point. So when you drop in here, if you need anything, you can just stop by there. It is a high-tech system, so the outfitting's not too bad. The 27th turbo, which would be, oh, what day is that? Tuesday next week.
So when I get there, should I change my ship color and weapons and whatnot? Because, I mean, I can make this look like a Thargoid Dreadnought.
Flight assist on.
That makes me wonder what it is.
All right, well,
You
I'm
could.
a-
It'd be
I'm a-
interesting.
I'm a doc and change the paint and the weapons, make it look nice and pretty.
Nice and pretty. Are Thargoids pretty? Speaking of interesting, this paint job on this Cobra.
That is nice. It's like purple and green.
Yeah. I've never seen that one before. Why can't we
Yeah,
have that?
I
Look
know,
at
right?
that. Look at that. I want that.
I've seen so many paint jobs on NPCs that I want. I was like, why don't we have those? They're in the files. They just don't want to give them to us.
I know. I want that paint job on my Cobra.
I think what they do is constantly make paint jobs for NPCs. The ones that don't get approved
They can-
or some bullshit.
Don't get it with that.
And then they don't give them to us, and we're like, but I want that. That's
Like-
someone somewhere will buy it.
Yeah, I know. Especially that one. Like, I like this one. On. Well, there we go. He explodinated now.
Oh my god, Scalebags. Why didn't you do efficient multi-cannons? They're efficient already. Jesus Christ, man. And no, you only want to mix incendiary and corrosive. And if you're using a gunship, just put the corrosives on the smalls. That's it.
Yeah, the emissive one is useful against stealth targets, but that's, again, that ends up being more
How often do you
PvP.
see that?
Well, that, yeah, I was gonna say that ends up being PvP centric more than anything else, really.
So my question is, how far away is the extraction site from the first station in the system?
About 500 and something light seconds.
Oh, that sucks. Oh well. It's at least it's not like 4,000 like the one in Shinrarta.
Yeah.
That one I don't mind going to because it's in frickin' ice cream. It's in ice rings and around a gas giant. So something. You got crosswired there somehow.
Flight assist off.
Words. English.
Assist off.
Where it's English, bro.
English is hard.
Oh shit. This planet is not as big as I thought it would be, man. I skimmed that gravity
That's what-
well and it still didn't slow me down enough.
Not as big as you thought it'd be. That's what she said.
Yeah, you know, if you have to say that after clothing is removed, then there was some fine print you didn't read. Warning, girlfriend may contain incorrect genitalia.
Oh man.
Is your girlfriend from Thailand?
Nope. Oh, come on.
Oh, someone's using green lasers and it's not me?
That would be Kolza, I believe.
Oh, that's my color.
Turbo Disco, always good. I don't know. I would be thoroughly amused if we had rainbow colors for this stuff, though. That would be funny.
I want that so bad. Rainbow engines, rainbow lasers, they change colors, you shot them. Doesn't matter. They'd be like, what the fuck am I getting shot by? I don't know. It's different colors. I can't tell what it is.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off.
Clean drives are not as maneuverable as dirty drives. But that's what I have on
Nope.
this Honda. I see a
Aye.
Commander Absol Legacy in an Anaconda coming out of the station. I'm gonna
Yeah,
load to right by him.
he's a good friend of mine, actually. He and I were in the same player group for the longest time.
Got a reckless flying fine.
Oh,
You know why? Because there was a beluga in the goddamn port,
Under attack.
and he was stuck, so I knocked him out of the way.
belugas.
I hate belugas.
Hate those. Yeah, so do I. Belugas and orcas, my two most hated ships in the game.
Orcas aren't that bad. I could still slide by an orca with
God,
the
they
Annihilator.
they spam my chat box so often. No
Oh.
mercy. None.
None.
Death to all.
Death to all.
Okay. Ooh, there's a python out there. I bet this guy's a miner, though. He's a miner. God dang it. Shred says that he uses green, too. Started with blue, but kept getting confused as to whether shields were down.
Ah,
Yeah. Yeah. Visual cues are great. Okay, I'm actually going to sit here and wait for things to start respawning. I think we murdered it all.
well, as soon as I get my ship colors and whatnot changed, I shall be able to fly out and join you, sir.
Excellent.
This should be as equally entertaining for you as it is possibly going to be frustrating for me.
worthy. Ooh, Conda. Excellent. This is worthy of shooting. Brocodius Dude Brodian. What a name!
Dude Brodian.
Yeah, the Conda is Brocodius Dude Brodian. What a name.
Bro code.
Yep.
Dude bro code. Alright, I'm departing the station, and I'm glad I docked because I just picked up my fighter pilot. Brock Swanson.
Brock Swanson.
Yeah, that's
Why
my,
does that name sound familiar, though?
I don't know, but I thought it was funny.
Well, that guy didn't last long. Shreds. To stay out of the boom systems, no more barge spam. Yeah. Except for the system that I'm in goes into boom fairly often. So I see them a lot. I end up suicide winding a lot. Because freaking orcas piss me off.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
I am wingman navcocked to you, sir.
Destroyed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Brock Sampson. Venture Brothers. That's what it is. Brock
Mine
Sampson
is
from the Venture
Brock
Brothers.
Swanson.
Yeah, it's a Brock Swanson, a Swanson, Joe Swanson Family Guy. That's what it was.
Non-hot's getting all pissy because
Yeah,
he's getting
Colds has
healed.
got the he's got the
like, I
healed
need to
beams.
check my regen. What's he in anyway?
Looks like a Cobra.
A Cobra?
Yeah,
So
Cobra
tiny.
3.
Oh,
A Cobra 3 named Teresa May. Why?
I'm not sure how I want to set up my fire groups yet, but I figured I'd just go for an Alpha Strike build. We'll see how this works.
Yeah, sure, why not? I'm actually going to have to go back to the station here pretty soon. I'm starting to run low on ammo. Hey, Street Soul. No, actually. I didn't do the exploit, so I'm not affected by it. The conversation was about how the... what's the best way to put this? Was how the people abusing the exploit was more of a symptom of a bigger problem. And the bigger problem being the ridiculous grind that engineers is. And how Frontier hasn't exactly addressed that problem. They've been more than happy to just kind of leave it sit and not really do anything. That's my biggest gripe with them, is that they haven't taken any of the constructive criticism about it to heart and actually changed anything. Yeah, I've got a Conda over here.
Oh,
Nathan.
wait, hold on. I'm almost here.
Oh, well, alright.
Jumping in!
Hey, I see you jumped in there.
That guy? Alright, let me get a good hit on him. Commander Mini, moving in.
Well, it's not that, Street Soul. It's more, I would rather they implement, like, a recipe systems,
Oh,
something
get out of
very
the way,
similar.
Sir. This is gonna hurt.
Are those APAs? Those are APAs.
Under attack.
What are you flying? Oh, Jesus.
Scan detected.
Yeah, APAs and some regular plasma.
Yeah, his shields are down.
Wow.
Non-hot, get out of my way. Dead.
Wow.
Flight assist.
Benny Hero McCool.
Target destroyed.
Well, that's because Shreds. That's because they took that to heart, but they're not changing the core of the thing, and that's what they need to change. They have literally just left engineers in its core functions the same as always. They have not removed the ridiculous amount of RNG that goes into it. They haven't made it to where it's a direct reward on time investment, not luck. And that's what I want to see. Like, RNG for the material gathering? That's fine. But when it comes to a ridiculous amount of RNG, just holy crap.
Hey, I dare you to lock onto me.
Why?
Ready? Are you targeting me?
Yeah.
Alright, don't move. I won't be able to hit you otherwise.
Well, I was gonna say that.
Accelerated shield regeneration.
Target lock breaker. That hurts.
Yeah, advanced plasma accelerators. Plus class 4 plasma accelerator. Plus class 2 plasma accelerator. Equals a whole big dose of very hot fuck you.
Pretty much.
Target destroyed.
Oh wow, did I? Yeah, I nuked your shields. My bad.
You're alright.
Don't get in Minnie's way. It's a very bad place to be. Is he shooting at you?
Yes, now he's gonna die.
Shields are low. Frameshift charge detected.
Now Stegon.
He ran like a bitch.
You can come back when you play nice.
Under attack.
Whoosh. Those plasmas flying fast. Damn.
Yeah, they're pretty quick. Okay. I'm gonna let my shields regen for a minute. But yeah, see, guys, I prefer the fixed result. Like, put in X number of material and get this result. That's what I would like to see. The quality of your modification depending precisely on what materials you put into the equation. That's what I would like to see. Thunderpants says that I should ask you, Minnie, about the barrel roll you did while gathering cadmium.
Oh. I don't know how I pulled that off, but it was awesome.
What is he talking about? I missed that.
I was gathering cadmium. We had that glitch to where if you're gathering planetary materials on a surface and some people have like a further away connection because it's peer-to-peer. Sometimes the surface materials tend to float in the air after the rock pops, even though we were on a 1.5G planet. And
Oh, okay.
I had to jump up to get materials. And I actually did like a backward somersault barrel roll and actually picked stuff up. It was kind of awesome.
That sounds
Boom.
pretty. That sounds pretty epic, actually. I'm sorry, I missed that. Ooh.
Oh, nicked his wing. Oh, our buddy disconnected. Where'd you go, Oxy?
I'm shooting a sidewinder
Why would you do such a thing?
because he's wanted.
Oh, that's a sufficient reason. You're just being mean.
Nope,
Is that
he's
good?
wanted.
You know what I
That's
have
all
for
the
small
reason I want.
targets? I've got a fighter and corrosive multi-cannons.
Corrosive is good. You know, I'm noticing that more NPCs use frag cannons than I thought.
I know, right? Now that you use them yourself, you know what to look for.
Yeah.
God damn it, Oxy, you got in my way again.
Scan detected.
Well,
Swing and a miss.
I'm a close range guy. Give me just a second, Coldza.
Wow, you're breaking up like crazy. There goes your internet again.
Yep.
Scan detected. Under attack.
It's dead, Jim.
Is it?
Scan detected.
Oh, it is now. Oh, Plater, I'm not a griefer. I'm not a griefer. I could be if you guys wanted me to be, but I'm not.
Oh, that's super fucking satisfying. Jesus.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Just gone. Absolutely gone.
Under attack.
Very dead. Very dead, sir.
Assist off.
It indeed is.
Flight assist on.
And yeah. Okay. So I
Vulture.
have narrowed down the
Vulture.
stream stuttering,
Vulture.
guys. The stream
was it?
stuttering, it's the ISP. I'm gonna have to talk to them and see what's going on. What are you doing?
Fire!
What are you doing?
Get back here, bitch.
Oh, this guy.
Oh, you little bastard.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on.
Colza. There. You should be good now, Colza.
Target destroyed.
Woo! That was
Beautiful.
fun.
Conda on scan. Craig Hart. Moving into plasma range.
Under attack.
Yeah, hold on. Nathan, quit shooting. Quit shooting clean ships.
Under attack.
I don't care if you want cargo. Drop the wing and go somewhere else if you're gonna do that.
Flight assist off. Flight assist off. Under attack.
You're down to 4%. You either leave or you die.
Flight assist on.
I think I knocked out his engines with that plasma hit. And I think the Type 9's gonna kill him. Yep, Type 9 killed him. Okay. Non-hot's dead. I got 210 credits for that.
Target destroyed.
That was a stellar plasma hit though. I've got a dropship on my nose.
On your nose?
On my nose. You want me to shoot him?
Go for it.
You need to see this.
I'm watching.
Alright. I'm getting on his booty.
Good God. That firepower is intimidating.
The only reason I couldn't keep shooting is because I had to reload. He's dead.
Under attack.
Yeah, he is. Good God. Hey, James Moth, how's it going, man? How are you? And Wanted Python.
Wanted Python, yeah.
Man, that plasma does a lot of damage.
It's absolute damage, sir.
Yeah. 60% absolute.
Oh, I don't think he likes this.
I wouldn't either if I was him. Just saying.
Eat my roaring plasma death!
Good God. Yes, he does, Thunderpants. It is all plasma.
Well, and
There's-
2 class
there's
1 corrosive,
nothing.
grade 5 ammo, multi-cannons.
Boop. It's basically nothing but plasma.
Shield gone! Now for everything else on your ship.
What did you do? Oh, the DBS. Alright.
Target destroyed.
The death cannon? I'm not sure what he calls this.
It doesn't have a name yet. Vulture.
Whoa, what was that?
Under attack.
Where is it?
Online.
That way.
I thought the plasma bomber python was fun. That's got nothing on this. She overheats like a bitch, though.
Oh, yeah. It's plasma. It always runs hot.
Yeah, these are efficient, but I suspect it has something to do with my my power plant not being as efficient as it should be.
Hey, Avi, how's it going? Long time no see, man. How are you?
That'll do it. Yep.
There we go. Alright, I only have this one last magazine in my corrosive frag cannon. Then after this, it's going to be time to go turn in the bounties.
Nan had said something in chat. I didn't catch the rest of it.
What? Oh, he asked if you were using Byweave.
I am not. My bywaves are on the Annihilator right now. This one holds onto my prismatics while I'm not using them.
Well, Brathis, the thing is the amount of time that a lot of those guys spent doing legitimate roles also is extensive. A lot of them not only lost all of the exploited roles that they did, but the 500 to 700 hours that some of them put into legitimate roles. So if you can imagine losing a half 1,000 hours worth of game time, yeah, then it's not. I mean, suddenly, it makes more sense.
Wow, this little guy's dodging me.
Well, they're tiny. It's
Enough
easy to do.
phasmas will solve that problem. Just keep shooting. There we go.
Target destroyed. Target shields offline.
Oh, come on.
Flight assist.
Come on. Almost there.
Flight assist.
There he goes.
Ah, damn it.
Target destroyed.
I wanted to get at least one hit on that guy.
All right, Shreds. We'll see you later, man. Have a good lunch.
Dropship.
Middle of exam season, Avi. Oh, that sucks.
Dropship. His name is Bishop. He's got an ass pole as the secondary.
Yeah, there goes the stinking internet again. Stupid thing. I'm really gonna have to have a chat with my ISP. I am almost convinced it's their problem. Oh yeah, for the most part that's true, Brathis. And I think the punishment is harsh enough for the most part. The people that got hit by it the hardest, a lot of them are so fed up with the game that they're leaving now that they've had their toys taken away. Now, I've seen that plastered all over in some of the PvP discords and the people that have been exploiting.
Oh, that guy had shields.
Had. Past tense. Where?
Just look for the bright green balls of fuck. Oh, wait, that guy's dead. Never mind.
Conan, I am actually on, it should be on 1080p 60. So it's about as high as I can get it.
Yeah, I flew like 16 kilometers away from you.
Yeah, you went out quite a ways.
While I was chasing people.
Oh, nope, it only says 720. That's odd. Let me check something real quick. The output resolution that I'm in right now is 2048 by 864. So that's my current output resolution. That was close. You are now figuring out why people don't like using plasma against me.
I'm also getting a little bit of lag from your leading reticles.
It's not surprising with the way my ISP has been acting today, in the last couple of days, actually.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Scan detected.
Not where I expected you to be. There we go.
Under attack. Scan detected.
Yeah, come on. There we go.
Oh! I lined you up for that bait, sir.
Scan detected.
Oh no, something's tickling my shields.
Under attack.
So what's happening right now? I know we just started shooting each other.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a cutter or clipper. I'm
Clipper?
gonna go kill him.
Ooh, Clipper.
Oh, and he has no shields.
No shields? No, wait, no, he's got
he
shields.
He has shields after I shot him.
Oh, it's that bug.
Under attack.
I only have 3 of my frag cannons right now. The other one's out of ammo. There we go.
Shields offline.
Oh, he had a buddy.
Yeah, he does.
Scan detected.
Oh, I don't think he likes my plasma.
Scan detected.
Taken care of.
There we go.
Scan detected. Under attack.
Oh, is this guy trying to scan me? Jeffrey. Yeah, this guy's trying to scan me.
Scan detected.
I scanned him and his shields seem to be down. We should shoot him.
Seem to be? I think they are.
Well, you know, I couldn't tell last time, so I wasn't sure. I said seem to be. I wasn't entirely sure, you know.
Best to be sure.
Yes. Oh, you bitch.
Under attack.
Your chaff means nothing with these fixed frags, son. Oh, I forgot my shields are still down. God dang it. I timed that bad. Oh well. I'm still alive.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Oh yeah, just don't attack clean ships when you're in a wing, Nathan. That's the only thing.
Destroyed.
Okay. Now that that whole bit is over with, it's time to go turn in these bounties and rearm. Cause yeah. Your chicken station. Okay, so
3, 2, 1. Engage.
So, the big thing, I guess, today is, for me anyway, is that I wish Frontier would take a better and closer look at engineers and implement some better recipes and get rid of the whole RNG nature of it. That's pretty much my thoughts on the whole thing.
What I wouldn't do for a friendship drive interdictor about right now.
A huge cannon and put force shell on it. I actually do have a huge cannon, but it doesn't have force shell. It has high yield. Speaking of which, did you see the roll I got on my?
I did. That was a rather good one.
I know that was the first one that I did. Only
You
did
had
one.
passed that.
I was like, hey, there we go.
That's still subpar, sir.
Subpar for
better.
me. Well, it could have been better, but you know,
No,
I'm
it could've
I'm
been
not going to
better.
sit there and roll.
If you're gonna engineer something, make it done.
It is done.
No, it could be better.
Not by much. Not by enough to matter at this point, actually. That one, that thing can reach out to almost 9 kilometers.
I swear to God, I need to make a long-range force shell cannon just to see how far it smacks someone across the face.
That would be insane and really
And-
annoying.
And they would hit almost every time because of the muzzle velocity. Because they'll go faster than kinetic. They'll be almost as fast as a laser. It'd be almost an instantaneous hit.
I was gonna
You're
say
within- You're within 2 kilometers. Chunk. Ah!
yeah, I think the velocity for mine, it's like 1,800 meters per second or something like that. I know it's faster than multi cannons are,
There's a very large downside to force shells, though.
which is
They have a stuck 1.5 degree jitter.
ooh, yuck.
But if you're close, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Hey, Kazi, welcome back, man. How's it going?
All right, see if I can do this gravity assist this time.
Oh, and there goes the internet again.
Nope. Minutes going too fast. Nope of shame.
Oh, Conan. That's one of the big things with when you fight against plasma, is using your maneuvering thrusters to completely throw off your opponent's aim. Like, if you're just flying straight or going around in circles or what have you, you're a really easy target. Use your maneuvering thrusters, throw your ship all over the place, and it becomes a lot easier to avoid getting hit.
Oh, damn it. You got that right before I did. I was going to pass you up.
Well, now let's see. I'm really long transition time. Come on, thing. You may still get to the station before me.
Well, I'm already in the instance, so yeah, I'd agree with you.
Oh. Come on, thing.
Did you just now notice the name of the station?
Your chicken?
Your chicken.
No, this is my home system.
What?
Yeah, this is where all of my ships are here. All of my modules are here. Everything is
you're
here.
not elite rank yet, are you?
No, I'm elite. I'm double elite. Elite in Explo and Trade, actually.
Why you no live at Shinrarta?
Because I don't like Shinrarta, besides the outfitting.
Discount on all the things?
Yeah, I buy everything and then just bring it down here. I like having the station like right next to the jump-in point. Makes things nice and convenient. What key bindings do I use for my thrusters? Good question. I don't actually use key bindings. I use an X52 Pro HOTAS, so I have joystick and throttle.
Wow! I can't believe you made it through.
What?
That was some good flying there, sir. Oh, I stopped inside the mail slot and then started backing up to like mess anyone else up coming in. And Cold Jaw like totally slipped right past me, no problem.
Nice. I'm
He was
still
like,
stuck in this
"Oh,
transition.
wing up." Well, me and Cold are already docking, sir.
Yeah, I'm stuck in this transition. It'll eventually either unscrew itself or
Or go. "Tukum."
Lost connection
Yeah.
to matchmaking server.
oh, I'm kind of yeah, there it goes.
You lost connection.
Yeah, there it goes. Finally.
All right, so I guess this is the end of the stream then, eh?
No, because I'm going to reload and then get in there and turn everything in real quick on stream. So, with the end of the stream coming up, guys, for those of you who are watching who have not yet liked the stream, please do so. It does help me out quite a bit. See, and now Elite's been doing this where it just like, I actually have to close the task to get it to...
Yeah, I had to do that last time.
Well, this happened yesterday too, where I actually have to physically close the task to get it to cooperate.
Oxy combat logs on loading screens.
He just has shitty internet, Plater. There's nothing he can do about it.
Well, a shitty ISP. I swear to God.
Wouldn't that classify as shitty internet?
Oh. Hey, Unknown Pleb. Thanks for the sub, man. Welcome to the stream in the channel. How's it going? So, for those of you who are watching who haven't yet liked the stream, please do so. It does help me out quite a bit. And I will also take this opportunity to remind you guys that there is the active donation goal going on. It helps me out massively for food. And then I reinvest some of that money into the shenanigan streams on Saturdays. So, last week we had a drunken stream with Minnie here.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
It only took 2 beers.
I think I had about a third of that bottle of vodka, give or take. Hey, Paul LeFleur, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome to the stream in the channel, and how are you? Unknown Pleb. Might buy a second account to start fresh. I actually have a second account, too. It does wonders. As I can be out exploring, you know, forever and a day away, or I can be here in the bubble and just do whatever I want. The choice is mine. Brathis. Paroxysm shameful combat log. There we go, and... Alright, let's see if it works this time. There we go. I'm actually at the station.
Ah, there you are.
Zogan Peterson, Papa, Alpha, Romeo.
I'll send you a send-off, sir.
Station, Commander. Please fly safely during
A
the
send-off.
departure.
Oh, God. It's a good thing I have crimes off.
I didn't even hit you, did I?
He grazed me a little. Whichever one has target lock breaker. So, going back to the donation goal for just a second there.
Uh-oh, I hit the station.
We,
I gotta leave! I gotta leave! No. Run, Minnie, run!
I did make it back to Rex. It's almost a miracle.
Alright, I'm headed back to Shonrarda.
Alright.
It's safe there.
Going back to the donation goal for just a minute, though. Last weekend and this weekend, it'll be a drunk stream.
Support
and-
his alcoholic
Well, actually,
tendencies.
last weekend was actually the first time I had touched alcohol at all for like 3.5 to 4 years.
Support
Been
his
a while.
burgeoning resurgence of alcoholism.
So this weekend, looking to do the same thing. Hey, Ben, thanks for the donation of $15, man. I'm very, very much appreciate that. You like the one last week? Yeah, that was fun. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun for me, and it seemed like it was a lot of fun for you guys. So I think we're going to do that again this weekend. Actually, you know what? I'll probably put up 2 different polls this weekend. One for the choose the booze. So you guys get to choose what booze we drink. I drink on stream, and I might put up a second one to decide which game.
Oh, what would the choices be, sir?
I'm not really sure. Elite will definitely be one of the choices, just because, I mean, come on, it's Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Also, 5.1 million in bounties for today. Not bad, considering I only spent an hour and a half? That's not bad, actually. Not bad at all.
Had me along plasma bombing everything. So
Yeah, no kidding.
I really like this loadout, but yeah, definitely need a new power plant. This is
God, yes.
too toasty.
Yeah, it is a little toasty.
It's all good though. My docking computer still works.
Is Proxim a high-functioning alcoholic?
Surprisingly, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, because you were able to fly your fertilants without too many issues last Saturday.
Yeah, actually, you know what? Oh, come on, OBS, stop taking a shit. There it goes. More or less,
Hey,
Brathis, more or
Oxy.
less.
Oxy,
Yes?
Daka gunship.
Oh, God.
Daka gunship. Drunk Oxy in a ship that he quote unquote says he hates.
I really do hate the gunship. I hate
There you
it
go.
so much.
The stream's decided. You get to fly a ship you absolutely hate. Fly or drunk.
Oh,
You're gonna be a sad, sopping drunk mess. It's gonna be great
why?
entertainment.
Why would you guys
Your
torture me this way?
suffering is good for the viewer.
Brathis, if you want to see how I function whilst drunk, go to my stream, open up my YouTube channel, and go to the Drunken FDL stream from this past Saturday. And you'll basically see what happens.
Yeah, me and Oxy simulcast that one, so I was streaming the same time he was.
Paint the
Still need to go
gunship
back
red so it does more damage and flies better. Is that a thing? Is that like decals on cars where each one is like plus 5 horsepower?
No, I just paint mine chrome so all the damage bounces off.
Built a DACA last night. Fun stuff. Yeah, people seem to like it. I have an extreme hate of the gunship personally. It is. I hate the way the thing flies. Drives me absolutely bonkers.
I have a
But-
really old video. It's Daka gunship testing. And all I had on it were modded guns. No mods on the ship. And it was like underfit to crap.
Ecal
I grew to love it,
Stevens.
and then I started engineering it. And now it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I have a hard time putting up with it. That's my thing.
7 hard points.
I know it has 7.
7 hard points. Plus a fighter bay. That's more DACA.
Fed rail gunship coming soon. Oh. No. I'm trying to imagine rails in a gunship, and I don't see that working very well.
I did the math. It'll work.
Well, it'll work, but
I did the math.
like
It'll work.
like time on target, I don't see that working out very well.
Flight assist off.
Gunship can't pitch for crap,
Not without grade 5 dirty drives.
even with grade 5 dirty drives.
Not without grade 5 dirty drives.
Bratis, I didn't choose the orc life. The orc life chose me. Grade 3 plus dirty drives fixes the gunship's fitting. Alright. You guys win. I will check out a gunship with some dirty drives on it.
Yay!
And we'll see if I hate life after I do that. I am going to guess that I'm going to hate life.
You know what? If you build that gunship, I'll join you on Saturday with the official Daka gunships. I don't know for how long, because I have a stream the next day. Plus, it depends on if or if not I actually edit the video I just recorded today, tonight, or tomorrow.
I hear you. Paul Le Fleur. sorting your connection. Think the DSL has reverted back to childhood 56K. Yeah, I know the feeling. Mine keeps cutting out today. And actually the last couple of days. It cuts out for like 10 or 15 seconds, just enough to drop a whole bunch of frames on the stream, and then it comes right back. I don't know why.
Ooh, a plasma fitting will also work on the gunship without overheating it. That could be interesting.
That could be interesting if you could turn it well enough to use.
I have a decent amount of experience flying that ship. I don't think it'll be too big of an issue because I was able to handle this ship relatively well, and it's a freaking Anaconda.
Yeah, the Conda turns better than a gunship does.
Nah, the Anaconda, I don't know. I'll check the turning radius after I punch in all the values, and I'll let you know which one actually turns faster.
Because I handle a Conda so much better than I do a gunship.
Is your Conda engineered?
It has a grade 4 dirty on it.
See, there you go. Does your gunship have any engineering on it?
Nope.
Ta-da!
Not the last time.
There you go.
Not the last time I had one anyway. That was a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
The fighter has to be multi-cannon as well. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
That is the only fighter I use unless I know someone's joining me for multi-crew and they're not terribly good with fixed weapons. and then I'll give them like gimbal pulses or gimbal beams.
But on that note, guys, I do think it is time to end the stream for today. So, thanks everyone for showing up. And if you haven't clicked that like button yet, please do so. It does help me out quite a bit. And we still have all of tomorrow to finish off the last 2/3 or so of the donation goal for the week. So, there's still plenty of time left. As a matter of fact, we'll probably give it until about 10 o'clock my time or so Saturday morning before I call it good. So, yeah, actually, you know what? I think that'll probably be the official deadline from now on is 10 a.m. my time. 10 a.m. CST Saturday is the deadline for the donation goals.
Anyone that joins the stream has to be in a Daka gunship to get access to the wing.
Full DACA can never be too much DACA. That is true. There can never be too much DACA.
No. There can only be Daka. There's your stream title.
There can be only DACA. That's, yep, I like it. We're going with that. There can be only DACA. But on that note, guys, it is time to end things. So I will see all of you tomorrow. Get to the DACA! Yeah!